Welcome back to Piston Cup Thunder 2005, and this update is pretty insanely good as the Cars 3 reference, as we're seeing for the race store and settings that are just going to be turning off the music, and let's just going to be going around here. The new track is the Sun Valley Raceway, and I cannot able to get right into this one because new tracks is going to be coming soon or very soon as well. And by the way, let's just gonna be going for moving around for Los Angeles International Speedway, but probably let's gonna be getting right into for the Los Angeles International Speedway. That doesn't gonna be going for making around here. We completely load and about the crowds, and looks like we have one person and we got our mint. So we're gonna be using for a Todd Marcus is absolutely using around for this vehicle. The number 123 is going to take one advantage around for the Daytona International Speedway. So let's just gonna be using the number 82. And I just gonna be one saw, and let's just gonna be going around. Looks like she just literally passing all the way out. So this thing is absolutely going to be going for it's time to make things a little bit going even a little bit mad as well. Now, I just literally heard for a bump draft over here because that when it's absolutely hurting for some kind of wall hits anyway as well. 260 kilometers an hour and studs per second. I just literally going to be hurting for this thing over here for just going up straight. Now, even for this some kind of one time, let's just gonna be put it all away for some kind of the volume and the jet filter as well, as we're gonna be seeing around for this phase. But the last time in the part 1 is going to be some kind of just a battle for this one. Now we have our first couple of laps we got for a Piston Cup drivers, even comes for a first couple of battles as just well. So the last thing we need to do is we're going to be going back into the pits, and we're just going to be checking around for the tire temperatures or fuel. Even for this is absolutely going to be going as well, and we're nearby the bump drafting as well, even because this is only one thing is going to be literally trying to start. Even like I say, let's just going to be driven throughout for this only one thing is going on to the inside lane. And probably we're going to be taking without further notice to get things a little bit faster to 262 kilometers an hour. And before this is going to be gone too far, and because he's on lap number 4, and I got the first lap we absolutely ever driven about for this entire life. If that actually for exiting out of this left the game or rejoining the game, this pretty possibly that didn't save this status as anyways. Now we just gonna be regaining speeds as well as battling before that isn't gonna be going around for this very first 262 kilometers or studs per second. 263 is not only for one priority as well. So this is absolutely some kind of 123. As for Todd Marcus is absolutely going to be going out of this one thing. So absolutely this is actually that we're going to be doing for our first battles as well. As looks like we're going to be making for these things is the number 21. Oh dear, this is probably we're going to be taking for very much more laps to come. As we 2 laps is becoming to as one yesterday, and because there's one day only an hour behind, this is absolutely going to be one thing. So, coming in fast, coming in hot around for this, the number 21. So, what is the number 21 is? Trying to start wrecking all the way for this thing as well. So, I'm probably is going to be going for a retirement for like this thing as well. So, the number 21 is absolutely looks like this thing. So, I cannot believe this isn't going to be going around all the way for alt racers. It's just well. So the number 21 is the car look like this probably. The number 21 some kind of Game Pass vehicle. And I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be going around for this thing. So the number 21 vehicle, so actually that must be a one Game Pass vehicle. all over to this gonna be backwards vehicle for this time. But actually the number 123 isn't gonna be catching up for this way. So we have two cars battling each other. 277 studs per second. And around for hitting a walls for just absolutely one thing. Two cars hit the line, which is absolutely for one battle, so just 123. So luckily, the number 82 is absolutely for this kind of the number 21 Game Pass vehicle. And I really don't really think this is absolutely, it didn't have the Game Pass as well. Now, even some kind of the number 1 or the number 21. So, if I'm just going to be trying to find the number 21 is actually a Game Pass. Now, literally one thing that we're never going to be trying to do like this thing. So, Anhard Jr., that doesn't going to be using for Chuck Armstrong. The iMac car is absolutely using some kind of, so alt vehicles is probably, there must be hidden cars with our Game Pass as well. So, the number Alexander 28, but probably the number 21 is absolutely some kind of this guy over here. He puts him out, forcing him to get him out of the race. But probably that doesn't gonna be make sure. Even this is gonna be causing for retirement as well. So the number 63. So this is absolutely the missing racer Game Pass is Carson Breakstone is absolutely running for a second. The number 21 is the missing racer, but the number 82 is perhaps this guy as anyways. So the number 82 must be some kind of, I'm probably, that is not that I just remember from it. So because committing corner cuts of this vehicle, and I mean this is very ruined for just about here. The number 82 about for this vehicle is probably put itself hurting. So the number 21 is absolutely some kind of for very like these things. But I very don't know about for this vehicle because this is some kind of only like this ones for as well. So be right behind it is in lap number 9. I'm just gonna be overlapping for this other kinds of guys. And it throws me so hard. Todd Marcus has just left the game, and after 10 laps of this completion, and now it's absolutely going to be returned back into the pits. But that name is Darren Leadfoot is absolutely returning back into the pits as well. So the number 21 has been wrecking off this one time, and because when I actually, this is pretty ruined for about for itself for many more kinds of laps as well. So looks like we're just going to be finding the number 82. But I'm not sure this isn't going to be going for very fun as well. So we just missed the pits safely. I don't really think we didn't make it on to the pits safely as well. So probably this isn't actually going to be doing for various lap times as well. The number 82 that it was is absolutely going to be going around for missing Game Pass as well. Now do you remember about for this some kind of vehicle down on hard for some kind of the number 8 as well. Now, let's just gonna be returned back to number 82, and because Darren Leadfoot is gonna be going back into this race, and after this some kind of desperate lap times, this is defecated as only one for just as well, and many more for just as once. Now, let's just gonna be doing for after some kind of one races. Let's just gonna be trying to do as 3 laps. After many laps as possible. That doesn't even matter, has 260 kilometers an hour. If before that somebody is gonna be to try to make it up for this race, let's isn't gonna be for many more of these kinds of lap times as well. So even it takes for over 60 seconds in about the lap times, and because that froze me so much until disconnection, so that wasn't gonna be very much as well. As before, we're gonna be moving back onto the Bistro Motor Speedway as well, and because it looks like it's time to get some lap time madness around here in Los Angeles International Speedway. And here we go. So we have the 3 lap trial on Los Angeles International Speedway before this is some kind of international circuits about for this thing and all over this one. So looks like we're just going to be starting around for the outside lane. and it's start gonna be going to frozen me over until disconnection. And looks like burnout has been joined in the map for this game, because even the lap times doesn't gonna be making matters sure. That turns into NASCAR racing game into some kind of reality. This is the year 2005, created in 2023 or 2023 and about for this season. It won't be gonna be very last until that doesn't matters along with itself, and because we're gonna be going back into this some kind of this cell for one, and he literally spawns Lightning McQueen, and he despawns at this cell. So because we have last 2 laps, and I can see right behind him, and because this is absolutely for a common thing, but what actually things is not gonna be doing for clean lap. This is an absolutely turned into a dirty lap itself, which is a very kind of one thing itself. So looks like this is not myself, because that is turned into a NASCAR Racing 2003 season. 260 kilometers an hour, we're just absolutely going to be going out here. And now the final lap should be going to be white flag due drop off, that we suggest that doesn't going to be making things matters worse. Unfortunately, that doesn't going to be very some kind of a smashing vehicles and right things continuing for battlings along with the other kinds of vehicles. The vehicle despawns, and looks like we must need for a clean lap for this thing before that doesn't gonna be hitting the wall. So as well, because of due to this some kind of failed and without going to the outside lane. The outside lane doesn't gonna be going for entering before early about for this turn. And because that doesn't gonna be making a very hurt for this thing as well inside of Los Angeles International Speedway. Hit the wall for a second time in about for the inside of the lap, and because I'm probably not sure he was in the race as well. Let's just return back into the pits, and something is went likely active of this vehicle. So probably you just absolutely gonna be one thing. So looks like we're gonna be get back into the pits immediately. And before that suggests we're gonna be end of this video. So it looks like that I just pretty even wanted to say that doesn't gonna be causing for about for over 1 minute just well. And what about the lap time board? This isn't gonna be very fast as possible like real NASCAR vehicles. And what about some kind of a free camera and about for this thing? So I went a little bit for likely things available. Even more likely our staff of this more like these vehicles as well. Let's decelerate the vehicle, and we're gonna be end of this video for over here. So even though that's some kind of car just absolutely started to wreck it itself, and we just almost literally missed the pits over here. So likely we didn't make the pits safely against we absolutely missing for over here. Now let's jump out of the vehicle, and probably we seen for some kind of that was unavailable for this one. So what about the lap time boards? It's not the board for just gonna be going all the way. So the car has been officially despawned automatically, and that is gonna be the end of this video for and about for literally for one time as well. So if you like for today's video and about for this thing, so just don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But probably that should be gonna be taking for about for this day. If he's gonna be smashing the number 82, such as Darren Leadfoot as well, I really think many of these players can be join the game, and probably that should be it for just unpopular game for just gonna be keep this game unpopular as well. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Probably this is going on to the next race and for another kinds of duel itself. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be seeing you into another video, but possibly that Turbo Concept is gonna be signing off as well.